It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war, wage a war, wage a war, wage a war against mediocrity. It ain't no friend to me.
What's up out there, family and friend? It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, coming again on another edition of Motivational Monday. Woo! I'm starting to see people chime in this conversation. Hey, I see eyes starting to show up. Let the hungry pronounce themselves. Who that out there, as they would say in New Orleans? Who that out there? I'm starting to see eyes come on. For all my replayers, allow me about a minute and 15, minute and 20 seconds as I share this to all the replayers. Hey, Tina, thank you for joining us. Boy, I love to see who the hungry are. Thank you for joining us today. All right, I just found it. Boy, I got these eyes coming on. Hey, if you're coming on, holler at your boy. Let me know where you're from and who's out there. I'm starting to get to these double-digit eyes. I want to say what's up to all my people out there on Periscope. What up? Out there on YouTube, what's up? Thank you for joining us today, Joy. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Mom, I got my mama out there. Hello, Mother. Hope everyone is having a blessed and prosperous day. If you don't mind, shout your city out there also, as I'm sharing these to all my social media outlets. And I'm starting to see the eyes adding up across all three platforms. So holla at your boy. Bianca, how you doing? Or is that Jacob Ryan? Thank y'all for joining us tonight via YouTube. Y'all give me one more second to share this out to a couple more. I love seeing the hungry, man. I love seeing the hungry. And y'all know my favorite saying, I believe the hungry is going to inherit the earth. St. Louis, got the St. Louis out there. Thank you, Tina. Hey, rep your city, ladies and gentlemen, rep your city. I'm going to share this to a couple of more spots, and then I'm going to be ready to go. We're going to be ready to get into this 100%. Let me share it one more place. My news feed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to get more and more people to get on here. I am about to break bread. I had one more place. Hey, if you would out there, for everybody that's out there watching and listening, if you would, please share this, like this, hit the heart button. Please invite, type names down, and post a comment to tag them to this video. Our goal tonight is to, get as many listeners on here as we can, because I believe that we're talking about Awaken Your I Am, but we started last week with the 4 E's. We talked about the 4 E's. The first E last week was engagement. And if you missed last night, last week, the show me state, STA, I love it. I love it. We're going to the show me state. I love it. Let's get to it. And so last week I had a couple of lagging issues, so I tried some different things this time. I know it will not lag, but so I'm just gonna tag about 2 or 3 minutes into the 4 E's, and engagement is the one we talked about last week, and the one we're gonna talk about tonight is energy. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a place on earth where you can have everything that God set out for you to have. There is a place on earth. There is a version of you that can attract all the good you wish to have in this earth. Boy, I feel that all deep down on the inside of me, that somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needs to hear that somebody else recognizes that there's more to them than just what's sitting right here, or the version of you that's on the computer. Hey, Courtney, thank you for joining us tonight via Facebook. Please invite some people. Let them know we're out here. This side. I'm a Georgia voter. I did my civic duty. I went out and voted, and I'm encouraging everybody out there that's looking at me to get out and vote. Vote for your candidate of choice, but nonetheless, vote. Because this system, we're in this world, but we're not of this world. But our voting is a part of what our capacity is to change the end part of this world. I just broke bread right there, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing changes until we change. Tonight, I want to talk about energy. Tonight, I want to talk about energy. When you look at how the world is run, when you look at the solar energy, when you look at light energy and energy from heat from the sun. What's up, Edwin? Thank you for joining us, bro. I'm good. Hope you had an awesome week too. When you look at how this earth is now on its axis. Even the earth itself is spinning on its axis because of energy. Tonight, I'm talking about energy. I'm on this 4 E's of awakening your I am. The first one was engagement. You got to be completely, you got to have an engaged life as well, where you're living in a way that cultivates your virtues and strength. Being a person of good character is seen as an important part of living a more deeply and fulfilling, happy life. That's engagement. Tonight, we're talking about energy. Everything about this earth moves with energy. When you got in your car this morning and you decided to go to work, that car was moving by chemical and mechanical energy. The chemical energy being from the gasoline, the mechanical energy being from the parts of the car. When you think about how this morning I got up and I went and got on the treadmill, and when I got on the treadmill, you know, it hurt a little bit, but I was using kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, the type of energy that moves your body from place to place. Everything on this earth runs from energy, even your parasympathetic nervous system. What's up, Will? Out there on YouTube. Come on, bro. We're going to break bread tonight. Even your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of you that goes to fight or flight. Have you ever noticed that during a football game or a basketball game that athletes never or rarely have to leave the field to use the restroom, although they are out there on the court for 3 and 4 hours at a time? It's because everything in their body is recruiting all of their energy to partake in that game. So their parasympathetic nervous system, where it becomes where they have to go to the bathroom or all those, like they start taking blood away from those areas and send it to the areas that they need because they are engaged. And when you're engaged, it's focus your energy to be diverted to different places. Oh, we're going to break bread tonight with energy. There's nothing in this world that does not work without energy. Without energy. I call it the big E. There's nothing that doesn't work without energy. For the sake of our conversation tonight, we're going to talk, my definition of energy is, the simplest definition of energy is the ability to do work. Boy, I love that right there. The ability to do work. Your energy affects your ability to do work. My energy level this morning, whether I eat, whether I have a nice snack before I go get on the treadmill, it all affects my ability to do work. When I go to my job from 8 to 5, how my energy, whether I have positive energy or negative energy, affects my ability to do work. When I come home from work, my energy affects my ability to be able to do work at home. Boy, I am going to break bread before this night is over. He who has an ear, let them hear what the motivational teacher to the masses is saying tonight, because tonight is going to change your life. I'm going to show you tonight by divine revelation. And see, you know, I'm your boy. You know, I appeal to your deity, but I also appeal to your humanity. Tonight is going to be why I appeal to both. Because in order for you to have maximum results in your life, your deity and your humanity has to walk in one energy. I just broke bread. And see, most of us are out there trying to take matter to change matter. I'm trying to work myself into new manifestation. I'm trying to work myself into something I have not seen. And as long as there is no agreement with my deity and my humanity, and we're not giving the same energy, my life will lack manifestation. The energy we project is the manifestation that we receive. I just broke bread. The energy that we project is the manifestation that we receive. I'm going to break bread tonight. The simplest definition of energy is the ability to do work. Energy is how things change and move. It is everywhere around us, takes all sorts of form. It takes energy to cook food, to drive a car, to jump in the air, all different forms and kinds of energy out here in this world. And for so long, if you were like me, you did not know that our energy attracts things to us. That's why if we become, man, students of the Almighty, and that's why he says that the law of Genesis is that there's seed time and harvest, that the seed is within itself, that what I give is also, somebody know how to say that, is what I get. If I sow bountifully, I what? Reap bountifully. That's energy, ladies and gentlemen. If I close, or my uncle or my granddaddy used to say it this way: if I hold my hands so tight, Enrique Pitts, that nothing can get out. But guess what? At the same time, the energy of that closed hand allows nothing to get in. That is energy, ladies and gentlemen. This world is a reflection of energy. Job said, the things that I feared have come upon me. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what he said? In Williams translation or Earth, he said, man, that my energy has attracted this thing that I was afraid of. Your energy, what I project out is what I receive back. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why it is so important that you become one with who you are. Today, I'm going to talk about 4 ways to promote positive energy, but let's break down. Man, I'm telling you, y'all can't get this stuff nowhere else on the internet. Not the way your boy break it down. You can't get this stuff everywhere. Everything is energy, and that is all to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want. Match the frequency of the reality you want. And you cannot help but to become that reality. Williams translation. Match the energy of that thing, boy. And don't break bread. It's too early, Ant, to be doing this right now. 11 minutes in. Match the frequency of that thing that you want. And you can't help to become it. It doesn't come to you. You become it. Watch this. If I lack friendship or if I lack friends, what do I have to do? I have to show myself friendly. If I lack love, I have to show myself lovely. Whatever I lack in my life, it is a form of energy that I'm sending out that are drawing those results to me. If I'm broke and I don't have enough money, it's not that money can't find me. It's that my energy is blocking the flow of money to me. I am about to break bread. If I can't discover my purpose out there, somebody holler at your boy. If I don't know what my purpose is out there, it's not because God is not trying to reveal it to me. It's that my energy doesn't, that is not in compliance of that which is my purpose, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't because you black. It's not because you're white. It's not because you're heavy set. It's not because you're big boned. It's not because you lack resources. You lack one good thing, and that is your energy. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Man, I'm telling you, God spent multiple ways trying to tell us that how we project is what we receive. Boy, I'm breaking good bread, and I'm 12 minutes in right now. Come on, Tina. Come on, Tina. I'm glad somebody can hear me out there. I'm glad somebody can hear me out there. Y'all need to start getting in that chat box. As you begin to get in that chat box, you connect new, you can make new thoughts. And when you start bringing in new thoughts, you create new emotions. And those new emotions that you begin to connect start new behaviors. So when you see something you identify with or you agree with, I'm not saying just go in the chat box to make me feel good about what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I want there to be something that you identify where it creates a new thought. Get your notepads out. It creates a new thought. If you get a new thought, you can create a new feeling. If you get a new feeling, you can create a new behavior. I'm breaking bread up in here right here tonight. It ain't because you lack the resources to change your life. You lack the information. You lack the knowledge. Because without the knowledge, you can't change your frequency. That's why he's saying all you're getting, get understanding. That knowledge is the principal thing. Before you can get understanding, you got to walk by knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because if you don't get the knowledge, I can't form a new thought. If I can't form a new thought, I can't form a new feeling. If I can't form a new feeling, I can't form a new emotion, and I can't get different manifestation. So in all you're getting, motivational teacher to the masses, get understanding. In all you're getting, get understanding. I'm breaking bread right now, because if you can't transform your energy that you're projecting, that's why I always say you got to become it. What's up, Auntie? Hey, Viola, thank you for joining us tonight. What I was saying, you have to become it. I don't go get it. I become it. I'm not going looking for the masses. I am in the process of becoming the motivational teacher to the masses. I don't chase money. Money chase me. All these things are finding me, because you can't. Okay. Let me break bread. I got some stuff I got to get to, but let me break bread. Matter cannot change matter. let me break bread. Energy changes matter. What do you mean, motivational teacher to the masses? I can't change my physical location physically at this moment. I can't change it. It's where I am. But what does change my physical location is my energy. If I believe that there's more on the inside of me, if I believe that there's more to me, I seek more. I have new thoughts of grandeur. And that's why my favorite book, the Bible, says that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what's laid up. He's saying use your imagination to create new thoughts. I don't want to tell you what's been laid, because if I tell you what's being laid, it doesn't create new thoughts with you. Greater works shall you do than even I. Why? Because I want you to go wherever your mind can take you. And when you start releasing new energy out into the universe, man, this is awesome. This is awesome right here. It's the energy that you project is what changes your manifestation. Energy. You have to match the frequency of the reality you want. They told you all your lot in life is you can have these 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, you could die. Or they told you all you could do is work from 8 to 5 and work 40 hours and get you a good job or health benefits. They told you that you weren't going to be much more than your dad. My dad was in and out of prison. I remember them saying that. I was going, oh, here, I got another one. Not going to finish high school. There's no way you can finish college, because I'm trying to tell you, this world wants to make you average, but until you get in the space that I am more than a conqueror, I'm bringing you all this word because I want you to know that God is after something in you. He wants to change your mind in order to change you. In order to change your personal reality, you have to change your personality. The person of who you are today can't reach what God wants you to have tomorrow. You got to upgrade your hard drive to match that of which the King of Kings, that my book says, my favorite book says, that when Jesus, he was looking, trying to find himself in the scripture. Where are you looking for yourself? Where are you gaining your energy from? Where are you getting your energy and what they said you could not do? Right now, I got my well, on this side, whatever side it's on. I got my vote. I got my Georgia. I'm a Georgia voter. I voted. I got all that stuff on. That's my civic duty. But I'm not looking to I'm not looking to what Biden, or I'm not looking to what Trump says I can have. I vote because that's my civic duty, because I'm in this world, but my reality is of this world. Boy, I am about to break bread. My energy is too strong for what this system says I am. That's why until we exit this doggone system and start walking in kingdom principles and in a kingdom life, we're going to always underperform the energy of which God has given us. That's why we say, man, like God is so big, God is so mighty, God is so strong, that it took him multiple names to introduce himself to us. That's why, because at the moment, boy, come on, God, boy, this is awesome. At the moment he introduced himself, was the new frequency that he was trying to introduce to his people. What up, Q? I'm breaking bread up in here today. That's the frequency. I am that I am. I want to introduce you to that frequency of I am that I am. I'm El Shaddai. I'm the bride and breasted one. I'm Jehovah Nissi. I'm your banner. I want to introduce you to this energy of who I am. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Where are you getting your reality about who you are today? Are you believing? Are you trading the truth in for a lie about who you are? Because we're on the wrong frequency. The frequency that told us in this world that you get your 4 acres of mule, the only way you can overcome, if you're on that frequency, you're gonna die paralyzed without producing the gifting that God has already given you from the foundation of the earth. Boy, I'm breaking bread. As my sister would say, this is kingdom motivation right here today. This is kingdom-minded motivation, and I'm talking about energy. You have to match the frequency of the reality you want in order to become that new reality. Man, if I don't say another word, come on, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte. Thank you. If I don't say another word tonight, if you can grasp the reality, or no, let me change that. Thank you. If you can grasp the frequency of that statement and change the energy you project, everything physically in your life can change. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with your body other than the frequency that you project out about your body. There's nothing wrong with your lot in life other than what you say and believe about your own lot in life. You can never outperform what you believe. That's why I said you got to, that's why he told him, come up hither so I can show you some things. You got to sit down with your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, so I can show you some things. I am a player slash coach. I am come on, Edwin. El Shaddai will always supply all of our needs. And God provides that frequency or that energy in that moment where we're looking to learn them in a new way. And see, some of you all right now, you put a period where God put a comma. You thought your story was over because you were in lack and you don't have what you need right now. That was never meant to be a period. You got to move your period and go back and put a comma and understand that my energy can attract more for my life. Boy, I'm breaking bread. They tell me, man, ladies and gentlemen, like I feel this with everything that's on. I feel somebody pulling from my energy right now, even across the internet, even across these waves right now, even across this frequency. I feel somebody pulling from me right now that needs to hear that there is more to me than what, there's more to who God created. There's more to my energy right now than what I see. I've always known that there was more, but I didn't know how to believe for more. God, I believe, but help my unbelief. I wasn't doubting. I just didn't know. I didn't know the process, the steps, how to release. We talk about faith, how to release my energy. What is faith? Faith is energy. What is fear? Fear is energy. Man, I'm breaking the Bible down tonight, Q. Somebody better holler at your boy. All he was saying is get on my frequency. The things that you see are not God's frequency, but they are subject to change. But the things that are not seen, or what's my frequency that change even what you see. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You're not a human being. You're not a earthly being having a spiritual experience. It's the other way around. The spirit changes the natural. Everything is energy. This world is rotating on its axis by energy. All the planets are rotated based on energy. If God can keep this universe in line with energy, what in the world can he do with your life with the proper frequency? I just broke bread, Angelique. Thank you for joining us. God runs the earth, the world on frequency. If the moon know how far to be away from the sun, and the sun know how far to be away from earth, all about being on the same frequency, on one accord with the great I am. What in the world can the great I am do through your I am when we're all on the same frequency? He can't be on FM and we on AM and think we're gonna get better results in our life. And too long, one of us has been operating, and God is always in FM. And then we're operating in AM and we believe in God for greater, and greater can't get to us because our communication, there's a disruption in our communication. I'm breaking bread right now. Hey, Keisha, thank you for joining us. I'm breaking bread right now in this room. I'm going to listen to this at least 3 times for myself tomorrow because I got to align myself where God is and not where he was. I'm breaking bread right now. I got to align myself where God is and not where he was. There's too many of us looking for where he was. He's not there anymore. He has risen. It's time for us to realign our life to where we're going and move from that place of the past. It's too many of us are stuck in the was version. Hey, Lori, thank you for joining us. Made in his image too. You better say that. It's too many of us stuck where in our was mode. Yeah, that was you 5 years ago. That was you 10 years ago. That was you 15 years ago. That's not you today. Get out of was and move into is, and then you should be easing yourself into is to come. Ladies and gentlemen, what frequency are you operating on? Are you moving yourself in the direction to what you're becoming, that energy of which God uses to attract everything in this earth that belongs to you. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gonna be some people don't like to hear this kind of talk, but believe you me, that it was never meant for you to barely make it. It was never meant for you to have to rob Peter to pay Paul. It was never meant for you to work a job that you despise going to. It was never meant for you to be in a marriage you despise to be in. It was never meant for you to walk in a life every day that you despise to want to go to. It was never meant for you to live with sugar diabetes. It was never meant for you to have cancer and be threatened for cancer your whole life because somebody else in your family had it. You got to send different brain waves. You got to send different energy out there into this earth. You got to put faith out there, which is an energy, and you got to drop fear, which is an energy. But either way, they are driving your results, ladies and gentlemen. They are driving your results. I want you to, man, this is bold. Can I say this? Because I know it's so. Come on, Q. Thank you, Q. Thank you. I got to say this. I got to say this. You got to stop running from that stuff. You got to stop running from debt. You got to stop running from lack. You got to stop running from insufficiency. You got to stop running from diabetes. You got to stop running from cancer. And you got to stop running from that stuff and run to destiny. Run to purpose. Pursue peace. Start changing what you speak. Start changing what you're saying. Start changing what you're thinking and project a new energy. As long as Moses thought, I stutter, you can't use me. He was still stuck and is thinking and believing that he wasn't sufficient. But I'm telling you, what's up, Cammy out there on Periscope? Thank you for joining us. But I'm here to tell you today, even with your stutter, you're more than enough. Boy, I just broke bread. Even with your little extra weight, you're more than enough. I know you didn't get that degree. You're more than enough to accomplish. I know right now you're battling diabetes, you're battling ailments in your body, but even with your ailment, you're more than a conqueror right now. I know right now you dropped out of school, you had that abortion, but even right now tonight, I want you to know that you're more than enough to accomplish the will of God. You're more than enough to be able to get everything out of this earth that God has already given you. I know. Thank you for South Kakalaki. Hey man, I hope you go out and vote. Go out and vote. Greenville, South Carolina. Go out and vote. Got a chance to do something special there. Get out and vote. We're changing this world, ladies and gentlemen. We are changing this world. Talk to your boy, man. I'm telling you right now. I got 4 ways to promote positive energy, but first I had to lay the energy foundation. I had to lay it. Yeah, you are more than a conqueror out there, Tina. You are more than a conqueror. You better believe that. Joy, you are more than enough. You better believe that. And don't let anybody else's energy change what you feel right now about yourself. Tomorrow, the winds and the waves might come and blow harder than they ever have. You hold on to what you just put in that box. I am more than a conqueror. Yes, I'm more than enough. I know they said me. Lord have mercy. I know they said that my dad being in and out of prison, my uncles being in and out of prison on my dad's side, the first having a high school diploma, the first to have a college degree on both sides. I know they said, boy, you gonna battle, you ain't gonna make it. But that same thing that they meant for my harm, God has turned it around and has given me the desire to be the best dad that my boys can ever have, to be the best husband that my wife can ever have. The things that they said you weren't good enough is what God wants to take and use in your life to change this doggone world. Stop shortchanging yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Promote a different energy to get a different outcome in this earth. Right now, we are breaking bread. 4 ways, motivational teacher to the masses. How do I do it? How do I do it, motivational teacher to the masses? 4 ways to promote a positive image. They said, but they didn't write the book. Come on, Charlotte. They didn't write the book. They didn't have a foreword. They don't have a sentence. It ain't what they say about you that impacts your life. It's what you believe and what we say about ourselves that impacts our life. I love that right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I love that right there. All right. 4 ways to promote positive energy. 4 ways to promote positive energy. Number 1, practice good faith. Number 1, practice good faith. And when I say practice good faith, this isn't about religion. It's about knowing that the energy you give off is what you will attract. The energy that you give is what you will attract. Take the time, ladies and gentlemen, take the time to ensure yourself that I walk by faith and not by sight. They both give a different energy. I'm breaking bread right now. This world system, this world, come on, Ashley, this world system, I'm going to break bread. It only wants you to be average. They only want you to fare well. They don't want to see you thrive. They only want to see you survive. They don't want you to be proactive in your life. They want you to be reactive in your life. And I'm telling you right now, if you pay attention to this earth and you begin to listen and partake in this earth, in this world system, you're going to walk away average, because you were never meant. You were never meant to move, to maneuver and function. Come on, Will, by this world system. You were never meant to do it. I'm not talking about religion. We need to take time out of our life and to always constructively address ourselves. I'm talking about operate in good faith. We need to take time to have a tight growth plan, making sure that we're getting new knowledge so we can operate with new information. And that's why one of my favorite scriptures says, lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. And all he's saying is gain new information. You can't lean to what you grew up on. You can't lean to what they said about you. You can't lean to what you even think about you, because a man don't know his own heart. You can't even lean to what your boss think about you. Honestly, some of us can't even lean to what our spouse think about us or what your kids think about us. You got to lean not to your own understanding. Always acknowledge him and allow him to direct your path, ladies and gentlemen. That's having new thoughts. That's living by faith and not by sight. They told us that in order for me to be a millionaire, I got to have $1 million. I'm telling you, that is not reality. They're telling you in order for you to have, for your diabetes to be healed, you got to have a blood sugar reading of under 100 for 3 months in a row. I'm telling you right now, you don't need the reading to know. You already know what God already said about you. Come on, Will. This is root producing word. Let's get to the, let's say it like this, Will. Let's get to the crux of the matter. Let's get to the crux of the matter. Man, change what you believe. You change what you put out there. You change what you believe. You got to practice good faith. You got to practice good faith. Come on, Ashley. Renewing that mind daily. As for some of us, Ashley, if you like me, we got to renew that mind minutely and hourly. Denise said, like getting down to the crust of the thing. We got to renew that mind daily, hourly, minutely, 60 seconds, and however we got to do it in order to keep the proper thoughts flowing through our mind. We need to do it. You have, I like Q put that in all caps, power. And I like to say it that way. Hey, I grew up in an old small Baptist church in Waverly, Alabama. Reverend Temple would stress that power way out. You got power, as Q would just say. Stop operating like you're an imp, or stop operating like you're a peasant upon this earth. Stop operating like you're not one in authority, and start taking your rightful place. Oh, okay. You need a new frequency, don't you? You need a new frequency, don't you? You better lean not to your own understanding. You better lean not to your own understanding. You need a new frequency, don't you? In order to get that new frequency, you got to discover a new revelation about who you are. I told you that's why God introduced himself. Man, like I can't go through the names, but he introduced himself, and that was all about energy. When you need a provider, I'm your Nisi. Let me introduce you to Nisi. I'm your provider. I'm your banner. I'm your refuge. I'm your strength. I'm going to hide you in the shadow. Let me introduce you to a new reality, a new frequency, a new energy of who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to let the world know, man, I can keep going with this all night, that there's a new frequency yet the world. See, they trying to put you in a box, and they don't know that we are continuously evolving. That we are continuously evolving as human beings. I had this conversation today with one of the people that I coach. And I told them, I said, the only thing that makes you different from a dog, the only thing that makes you different from a cat is that you have the ability to evolve. A dog can only be a dog. You have the ability to evolve into whatever you choose you want to be, but you got to start sending a new frequency by good faith. We walk by faith and not by sight. Boy, I'm breaking bread. I'm telling y'all right now, this stuff is bread breaking good right now. Number one, 4 ways to promote positive energy. Number one, you got to practice good faith. Number two, and I'm going to tell you right now, this might be number one. I contemplated. I had this number one for a long time. And I said, hold on, let me flip that. But number two, you got to make yourself a priority. And everybody in there said, amen, that's me. You have to make yourself, your personal development, a priority. I'm going to break bread, ladies and gentlemen. You got to make yourself a priority. You got to feel good about who you are. And the only way to feel good about who you are sometimes is to put your Sunday best on. Go get your best makeup, brother. You go to E&S or wherever you, Jose Banks, wherever you get your suits, and you hang you a good suit on your body or whatever. I don't know if you like pants with the holes in them. Every now and then you got to feel good about yourself. And you serve people from your overflow. I don't serve people from a deficit. I had one of my people this week that works with me, and you know, I'm her boss manager, whatever. She said, and this is one of the greatest compliments she could ever given me. She said, man, you're always so consistent. You're always so consistent. And the reason why I'm always so consistent because I don't look to the left or I don't look to the right. Like my company is having layoffs, but it don't shake me one bit because I'm not moved by what they say because I'm in this world. I'm not of this world. I know what the truth is. That's the whole show enough truth. Come on, Charlotte. I'm telling you right now, you got to make yourself a priority. When I make me a priority, I'm a better husband. Now, let me get a balance of this thing. I ain't talking about like doing stuff that's detrimental to my household, detrimental to my family, all that stuff. But when I make my priority in the morning, when I get up and I do my self meditation, and when I sit down and I do my talking, or I love this Marvin Sapp song, Thank You For It All, or I listen to my Thank You For It All with my headsets on, or my wife knows that when I finish my motivational Monday, I like to sit downstairs and I re-listen to it. Number one, to listen to myself, to be able to give myself coaching, but also to be able to hear the words that God is speaking through me at this moment, that the great I am wants to speak through my I am. I'm telling you, you're better when you make yourself a priority. You're a better husband. You're a better wife. You're a better mother. You're a better son. You're a better daddy when you make yourself a priority. I know they told you that even for people that serve in church, you need to make yourself a priority. I'm not one that I believe you should work every Sunday. You need to go sit down and get something sometime. If they got you working every 52 weeks out of the year, you got to change that. At least a third of those you need to be sitting down getting for yourself. I believe that. I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't know. But you need to make yourself a priority as a mother. And I know my wife does it all the time. She give till she's worn out. And now she's snapping at everybody in the house. Not because she wants to, but because she didn't make herself a priority. She didn't make herself a priority. She wasn't able to get her exercise in. She wasn't able to get her personal development in because she was doing so much for everybody else. You got to make yourself a priority. Learn this word. Learn this word with me. No. No. Or not right now. Maybe in another moment. Not right now. And another thing you got, man, come on, man. You got to schedule your self-care. You have to Denise said, you have to schedule your own self-care. I see you, Pat. I'm here dealing with death, but I still have to be a priority. You still have to be a priority, Pat. You still got to make your own personal mental health a priority. I am what I cause, the great I am speaks over me. Come on. You got to learn that word no. You got to make yourself and your development a priority, ladies and gentlemen. Even Jesus went a little further, left Peter, James, and John, and he went up a little further. You know what he was doing? Self-care. He was doing self-care. He said, man, I got to go take care of me. I got to go take care of me. Peter just came back down. They were asleep because I understand not everybody's looking after me like I need to look after me. If you think your spouse and your kids going to look out for your well-being more than you're going to look out for your well-being, we're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. My condolences to you and your family too, Charlotte. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, Edwin. My condolences to you all too. I am speaks over me, and we speak peace, Charlotte, we speak life, we speak prosperity into you in these times of need, man. It's tough out here right now in this world. It's tough out here in this world, but we gotta keep moving, man, because there's so many people connected to what God has given us to do in this earth. And I'm right on time. Joy said capital N, capital O. And Joy, I want you to connect those words. We can't do everything. Number one, practice good faith. Number two, make yourself a priority. Make your self-care a priority. Listen, I remember growing up in the small town Waverly, Alabama with my Uncle Eddie James. We didn't believe you whatever goes on in this house stays in this house. But I believe if you have to go and talk to a counselor or you have to go talk to a pastor, I believe that all that stuff work together when we're talking to advisors. It's nothing wrong with talking to people to help walk you through your problems or walk you through your situations in life. I understand that the great I am lives on the inside of me, but there's nothing wrong with knowledge and information. Knowledge and information allows us to make new connections. So there's nothing wrong with that. Make your self-care, schedule it, and make it a priority. Number three, which I believe this wholeheartedly, practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. And now I think there's a gratitude movement. It could be done. Say no. Come on, Q. I think there now is a gratitude movement going on around the world where everybody wants to talk about gratitude and which, okay, whatever. I'm just saying, thank you, Ashley. Be thankful. We're still talking about energy. 4 ways to promote positive energy. Just as there's something to be negative about, there are 4 or 5 more things to be positive about. It's just depending on your outlook in life. Like, we got to practice gratitude. Man, like I'm telling you, every morning I start with Marvin Sapp, so thankful for it all, the good, bad, all of it. I'm thankful for it all because I know you care. I'm so grateful for it all. When the things didn't go my way, when the things went my way, God, I'm still thankful for it. Because even the things that I don't know are working for my good. We got to be thankful, man. And I have to find myself practicing gratitude with my children because there's always something you can fuss at them for. There's always something that they didn't do right. It's always something that we don't do well the same way. But we got to learn how to practice gratitude. I was so pleased today. My son finished basketball practice, and usually it's all about basketball. But he met me after basketball practice with this science test. He said, Dad, look at what I did on my final exam with science. He said, I made a 92, but he said, man, this one, I missed 3, but these 2 I knew the answer to. I just didn't take my time. Like I was, man, like I wanted to lift my hands and go into my song. I'm so thankful for it all because I'm learning how to parent out of gratitude. We can't always pick out what they do wrong. We got to at least 80-20 what's right in this situation. I'm telling you, man, we train them up in the way. I mean, we got to be married in a practice of gratitude. Oh my God, I'm breaking bread. We gotta be married in a practice of gratitude. I thank you for what you did. I understand you didn't do that, but I'm thankful for what you did. Because that part you did, I'm not looking at it like you had to do it. You did it out of love. You did it because you want to. Even going to the grocery store, you went to the grocery store to make sure we had what we needed for the week. I'm so thankful that you did that. You didn't have to get the meat I like. You didn't have to get the food I like. Yeah, you forgot one item, but I'm thankful that you did that for me and my kids. I'm practicing gratitude, ladies and gentlemen. As we begin to move into practicing gratitude, you will start to see the energy you project begin to change. Even on your job. If you begin to just look at what's right. Yeah, just look at what's right. Everything ain't wrong what's going on around you. It's just you're not practicing gratitude. And I find it hard to believe that we can practice gratitude in one area and be real proficient with. That's why I'm so scared of a lot of church folk, because they're so happy and they're so happy at church, but then they get home, they back, fussing, fighting with spouses, yelling and screaming at kids and all these different things. It's very difficult to practice gratitude in one setting and then not carry over to another setting. I was in the gym the other morning. Early in the morning, guard the tongue because life and death is in the power of it. Come on, Pat. You got to guard that thing. I was in the gym the other morning, and if you know, I don't know, man. Like I was in there and I was working cables, and when I'm doing cables, you can see right down the whole side of the gym. And as I was in the gym and I saw this lady was working out in 2 or 3 different benches, right? And so she was doing 3 different exercises. And so a guy had a fire department shirt, looked like he was a firefighter, about 27, and I guess he was doing squats, and he sat down on a bench, right? He sat down on a bench, and he was sitting down because he was tired. He was holding his hand, and the lady came and berated him. She was yelling all loud in the gym, screaming about how you gonna sit here in my spot and how you gonna do this, all at the same time with a church with a Christian slogan on it. I ain't gonna say what it is because it shouldn't matter, but I'm gonna tell this story. But all at the same time, she's yelling and berating this young guy about now she wasn't there when he sat down. I saw it all. How he was invading her space and he shouldn't be there, and this, that, and the other. And she never took the opportunity to see why he was there. Never took the opportunity to see that he understand or know that she was there, but just went all loud and all the same time, too blessed to be stressed on the shirt. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We got to do better than that. We got to be better than that. Too blessed to be stressed. Come on, man. You need to take that shirt off and throw it away. Praising God at church and raising hell at home. No, see, and I'm taught there has to be harmony with our energy. And I told that story. And so the young guy who had the firefighter shirt projected more of a Christian attitude and behaviors than the person with too blessed to be stressed on her shirt. He got up after she did all that yelling and clowning and all that stuff. He just simply got up, grabbed his bag, and just left. And here we go, the lady with too blessed to be stressed and love that about God in the back is the one acting a fool in the gym. And I'm saying we got to be better than that, ladies and gentlemen. That we got to walk in harmony. We got to practice gratitude even when it's uncomfortable. Yep, faith starts at the end of your comfort zone. We got to practice this stuff. Even, listen, man, how to say it? Man, what to say? Even a wicked person can be nice to somebody who's nice to them. Even a wicked person can be nice to somebody that's nice to them. But it takes somebody born of the Spirit of God in order to treat somebody better than you're being treated. And I'm telling you, we got to raise the level of standard of what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about our energy that we project. Like that lady, man, I'm like, that was just ridiculous. And I was like, man, everybody looking around. I'm like, man, you need to take that. In my mind, I'm thinking you need to take that shirt off and put something else on that thing that represents your energy. Like I'm too stressed to be blessed, and that would have been true. I'm too stressed to be blessed. I'm like, that was ridiculous. We got to make sure that what we project is actually what we'll want. Boy, I just broke bread right there. The energy, if you project anger and hatred and disbelief and discord, if you're sowing those different seeds into the earth and into people, don't be surprised at the harvest you get. If you're negative and complaining all the time, don't be surprised about the harvest that you get, because your energy is attracting that to you. If you begin to practice gratitude, you begin to look at the good that people do and the good that people bring into this world, and not so much on what they lack. Thank you, Tina. I just broke bread. Denise, so true. I just broke bread. Practice gratitude. Express gratitude for good things we have in our life, and it will make us feel more appreciative. And last but not least, 4 ways to promote positive energy. Number 1 was practice good faith. Number 2, which could have been number 1, is make yourself a priority. Number 3 is practice gratitude. Number 4, and this is my favorite one, boy. Come on now. I'm guilty. Ashley, we all got some areas we can work on. We all got some areas we can work on. But I'm going to go on record to say number 4 is my favorite one. 4 ways to promote positive energy. Number 4 is live in the doggone moment. Boy, I love that right there. We're talking about the 4 E's. Number 1 was engagement. Number 2 is energy. In order to be I talked about it last week. You have to be totally immersed in the moment in order to get maximum manifestation in this moment of time. I can't worry about what was going on tomorrow. I can't worry about what I did yesterday. I only control my now. If I control enough of my nows, if I control my nows enough, eventually I'll get the outcomes I want. We got to start living in the moment. I can't cry about what I lost yesterday. I can't be hoping for the future. I got to take care of my now. If I take care of my now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if I own my now, if I own this moment, if I'm totally engaged, if I've given I love that. If I've given myself to my now, it's just a matter of time before I land up in the field of my dreams. It's too many of us living out our past, or we're living and hoping for a future that we don't have the behaviors. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to own your doggone now. You got and faith. That's why I like it when it's faith is always now. Now faith is the substance of things. When is it? Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things. When is it? It's now. It's now. I'm not looking to the by and by. I'm looking to my now. If I own the now, if I begin to get new information right now, if I own my in the morning, if I own my moment of gratitude, and I lift my hands and I'm thankful for all that I have and all that is going on in my life, it's just a matter of time before I walk in the fields of my dream. If I'm practicing the right behaviors in my now. We think, oh, I got to lose 15 pounds. You ain't got to lose 15 pounds. You just got to win now. If you win enough nows, you will lose 15 pounds. I ain't got to lose 15 pounds. I got to win in this one moment right here. I got to be all engulfed and engaged in this one moment right here. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. If I own this moment right here, I will eventually get one. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you don't see me doing a lot of posting from 8 to 5, because I have my secular job and I have people that I lead, mentor, and coach. And I run, a multi-million-dollar business. And so from 8 to 5, I am focused in that moment, in that now. And so I can't cheat that now for my tomorrow. And when I'm sitting down in front of this computer, and I told you all, the motivational teacher to the masses will always bring you fresh bread. Why? Because I'm only in the now. I ain't worried about what next Motivational Monday going to be. I'm not worried about what Motivational Monday was last week. I'm not worried about right now what's going to happen when I get off. I only can own, hey, ladies and gentlemen, we give from our overflow. We give. That's why you have to make yourself a priority. We give from our overflow. The reason why I'm not ever bankrupt is because I'm always making deposits. I am always making deposits. If you're feeling like you're drained, you need to up the amount of deposits that you're giving in the now. You got to find ways to make sure that you're personally developing. You got to find ways to make sure that you're taking care of your needs. You got to find ways to make sure that you're getting the bread you need in your life in order to sustain you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what bread is? When bread gets in your body, it takes the form of energy. Ooh, boy. When your body breaks down carbohydrates by the process of ATP, insulin releases on that cell that allows glucose in it when that bread is broken down, and it's processed in your body as what? Energy. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. It's energy. That's what it is. And so this bread that I'm breaking, somebody said it on there earlier, whether it's spiritual bread or whether I'm talking to your humanity or whether I'm talking to your deity, whatever it is, as it's being broken down into nutrients in your body, it should come out as energy. That's why you can see people go to church for 40 years and their life never changed. You can see people who have counselors and going to see therapists for 10 years and their life never changed. Why? Because the word never becomes flesh, and it's projected. Once it becomes flesh, it's projected as energy. I just gave you the keys to the kingdom. It's your energy. Do you have the candid ability to take these words that I speak and make them flesh in your own life? And they can be seen in your energy. It's amazing, man. When I speak, my last live speaking engagement, and I came off the stage, I was sweating, and this lady said, man, where do you get that energy? And I said, ma'am, it's like fire shut up in my bones. If I don't get it out, the rocks will cry out. I can't help but to release it. Thank you, Q. And you gotta release it. You sit down and we hear these words every Sunday, every Wednesday. I listen to E.T. I listen to Tony Robbins. I listen to T.D. Jakes. I listen to Creflo Dollar. I don't know who you live for. I listen to Pastor Senegal. I listen to all these people, and my life isn't going to be changed, and my life isn't changing. It's not because of the words they're speaking. It's because you're not processing it as energy. These words are not living. These words are not living. They're not faith. And the moment they become living, it's processed as energy, and you begin to attract different things to your life because of the energy that you project. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. Man, like, this stuff is good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This stuff is good stuff, but it only works when you begin the process of eating I'm the bread breaker. The process of eating a slice of bread. You take that physical piece of bread and it's mixed with enzymes in your stomach and in your throat. And that bread is processed and broken down into chyme, chyme. And it's broken down to chyme. And now it enters into your blood system. And with the abilities of your cells to see that there's extra glucose, it opens. And insulin opens and releases that cell. That physical bread that you just ate became energy for you to walk around your job. This spiritual bread that I'm just breaking, you got to allow it to go in through your mind and through your thoughts and infiltrate your thinking and infiltrate your emotions and your feelings and your choosers. And you have to allow that word to infiltrate all of those things in order to project a new energy. But we see, truth be told, nobody's ever broken that down to us like that. The same way you eat natural bread, it's the same way you eat spiritual bread. We just think we hear it go in one ear and we become it. And for most of us, it come and go in one ear. And my granddad would say, and out the other. Somebody said that's hostess stuff. Ashley said that's hostess, that good stuff. Thank you, Ashley. That is good bread breaking right there. Until you're able to become one with this word, you will never project the energy that it takes to draw all those things to you. And ladies and gentlemen, honestly, that's why I'm the majority of, or the Bible says like this: most men die as mere men because they don't learn how to take spiritual bread and make it into natural results in this earth to attract whatever you want. I just gave you the keys to the kingdom. You have to allow what I've said tonight to infiltrate. That's why I love saying who hungry, who on here first. Because the people that's sitting there looking at that clock at 8:30, like, where this dude at? Is he coming on tonight? Those are the people. And whether it's me or whether it's somebody else, whatever attracts you, like, oh my, I'm on an hour. Like John the Baptist. John the Baptist didn't go looking for Jesus. Jesus was attracted to John the Baptist. Whatever attracts you in that season, you got to make sure that that spiritual bed is being broken down so it can be reflected in energy and attract what you're looking for on the outside. Whatever you're attracted to, but just sitting there listening to it, yeah, amen, good stuff, and turning off and going on about your life the same way you did before you heard that spiritual bread, it can't profit you anything but information. That's it. It's good to say I heard it. That's why you can sit in one church service. Some people hear a message, they get 30. Some get it, some get 60, and some get 100-fold. It's all about how they process that bread. And if you're looking for 100-fold, I'm telling you, this message right here is a 100-fold message. You got to make sure you listen to this 4 and 5 times a day. You got to make sure that you sit down and you become one with it. And you allow the great I am to speak through your I am. And as he began to speak through your I am, and you get new frequencies and you get new thoughts and you start hearing new ideas and you start getting new feelings and new emotions and you start to see, man, I changed from the inside out. You got to attract that thing, ladies and gentlemen. Life is all about energy, the earth, the moon, the stars, the solar system, how your body burns energy, how your body takes in food and makes it into energy. Everything, it revolves. Your car going to work is chemical energy. The having light in this house is mechanical energy. Like everything is all about energy. If there's a power surge, everything goes out. But if there's a spiritual power surge, everything lights up brighter. Everything is about energy. And see, they didn't tell us that. And we've been trying to I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna work myself harder. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna try to stop smoking. I'm gonna try to lose weight. You don't try to lose weight. You start seeing the version of who you were created to be, and you work from that position of who you are. This body that I have is not my own. It's not my own. I'm no longer in contact with mediocrity since listening to men like you. Come on, man. Thank you, Edwin. You no longer have that mediocrity content, man. It's about these new levels. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's ascending time. It is ascending time. This is the first time I've been over an hour, I think, in 5 years. It's ascending time. I can't complain about what I don't have. I have to find out what do I have. I can't allow my stuttering. I can't allow my poverty mind. Let me change that. I can't allow, not mine. We're not taking authority, or we're not taking control, or we're not claiming something that's not ours. I'm not letting stuttering. I'm not letting a poverty mindset. I'm not letting lack of whatever I miss, lack of joy. I'm not letting the ailments in my body keep me from being able to track the thoughts of everything that God has already given me from the inside. It's time to get out and start promoting positive energy. 4 E's to success of Awaken Your I Am series. Number 1, we talked about engagement last week. Number 2, today we talked about energy. And number 3, next Monday, we're going to talk about the 4th E, which is effort. And effort is always about you and you. Has nothing to do with anybody else. It's always you and you. And next week going to be all about your humanity. How do I prosper in a dying world? How do I prosper in a world that only recognizes natural gifts? I'm going to break bread, ladies and gentlemen, next Monday. Grab a friend, grab a cousin, grab mama and them and cousin them, and tell them to join you here next Monday at 8:30. I want to tell you all have been amazing tonight, and the same people that were commenting at 8:30 are still here on 9:30. It's all good, Coach T. This is good stuff, man. Go back and listen to it. I know I told you, like, I would go sit down in I call it my thinking chair, like I'm on Blues Clues. I go sit down in my thinking chair, and I'm gonna listen to this again myself. And number 1, I'm gonna listen to critique my speaking. But number 2, where can I get better? What information am I missing? And I'm going to start making them words become flesh. That's what it means. Now I can burn it. I can use it as energy. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have been amazing. Thank y'all so much, man, for hanging in here with me an hour and 2 minutes. And until next time, if this bless your life, DM me, man. Drop a message on here later on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you're listening to this and you get a new revelation, man, drop me a line down there. That stuff encourages me, the motivational teacher to the masses, and also it allows me to see into the hearts and minds of the people that are out there listening to me. Because, man, my only goal in life is to give you information that causes you to attract the better version of who you are. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I got one goal in this life. My goal is to help you manifest your human capital. Thank you, Auntie. And until next time, I am challenging you all to wage war on mediocrity. I'm out.
It ain't no friend to me. Wage a war.